Everybody, this is Randy from Randy's Crafty Creations, and I want to come to you today with my customer thank you cards for June. So I love this. It says, "This little piggy says thanks," and it's from our new stamp set, This Little Piggy. This was on back order. It is available now, and all the information on how to order and what to order and everything that I used will be linked below this video and on the coordinating blog post. So let's go ahead and get started. So I used the pig from This Little Piggy that says This Little Piggy and then says thanks. And this is a clear mount set, so it is red rubber. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and we'll show you everything that I used. So to cut out my layer that I stamped the piggy on, I used my stitched shaped framelits. They come in squares, circles, and ovals, and I used the square for that. And then to cut the layer as the background, I used my layering squares, and those come in scalloped edge and solid edge. And there's a lot of dies in here. Again, I'll have it all linked below, but go take a look at them. They're great for making these little medallions to make these cards with, and lots of other things. So take a look at those. I used a new paper pack that we have in our new catalog called Naturally Eclectic. Beautiful paper in it. Beautiful paper. Just real pretty, double-sided. The colors on this are Berry Burst, Emerald Envy, Fresh Fig, Lemon Lime Twist, Night of Navy, Peekaboo Peach, Soft Sky, and Whisper White. So that's pretty. I also used, for my card base, I used Peekaboo Peach because I like the Peekaboo Peach inside the flowers on this paper. And I used Old Olive. So this is Lemon Lime Twist, but they coordinate really well together, and I like that look. So I will give you the sizes to put the card together in just a moment, but let's go ahead and stamp our piggy. So I'm first going to stamp my pig, and we're going to do a couple of them because I have a few more to make. So let me go ahead and get my squares here all laid out so I can just stamp them. And that's the nice part. So I'm going to use our black archival ink. And I'm just going to go ahead and stamp the bunch of them, and then we'll color them in. All right, so this little piggy. So I'm going to use my archival ink. And because this is a red rubber stamp that is clear mount, so it's on our acrylic blocks, and this little piggy is on acrylic block D, I do not need my Stampin' Pierce mat to stamp them and get a good impression. Look at that, isn't that cute? So I'm going to go ahead and just do all 6 of these. I want to finish up my cards. I like to keep thank you cards on hand. And then I also like to make card packs with some of my extras to donate. I do a lot of fundraising, and I'm involved in a lot of different events. And I fill bags or baskets. For example, we do a bag bingo through dance, and I like to put my card packs in the bingo prizes, just as a little extra something that someone can pull out and use. And that's one of my card packs. So it just has my cards in it. It has matching envelopes. I usually stamp something on the tag on top, and then it's got my business card in the back. So that's a nice pack to put in those for those events. Good way for me to advertise, and if somebody wants more, they know how to find me. So okay, I have those done. Let me put this away. Let me get out my Stampin' Scrub. I've already sprayed it with the Stampin' Mist, and that's going to clean my stamp off. One side is wet, one side is dry, and it just gets your stamp nice and clean. Now, I've been using the black archival ink with these, and I've probably made about 30 of them. So my stamp is a little stained, and that's okay. It's supposed to be that way. I've cleaned it. It's not going to come off on my hands. It's not going to hurt the stamp that way. So all is good. All right. So those are my piggies. Now, I already stamped this beforehand. Not thinking, yes, I knew I was going to make the video, but I was just on a roll. So I had inked up my phrase says thanks and went ahead and stamped my card base. So I already did that. My card base is a piece of 8.5 by 11 cut in half, okay, to be 5.5 by 8.5, and then you're going to score this at 4 1/4 and fold it, and that's what's going to give you that card base. Okay, so we'll do that in a second. The piece of designer series paper I cut 2 by 5, and the piece of old olive I cut 2 1/8 by 5 1/8, just so that you have that extra layer, just like that. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and score this. Get out my scoring tool. Sorry, I broke my little door on it because I thought it was a handle, and now I just picked it up that way again. And anyhow, it's a cute little storage compartment, but that's not how I originally used it. So I'm waiting for my replacement one to get here. Actually, there we go. All right, so I'm just gonna lay this on my scoreboard. I'm gonna get my stylus tool out. I'm going to go to 4 1/4. Okay, just gonna go ahead and pull down. I'm gonna get my bone folder. I'm gonna fold it. Nice tight crease. Okay, there you go, and that's how we use our scoreboard. Let me go ahead and get some of my snail adhesive. We're going to color our piggies in just a second, but I'm going to put the base of my card together. So as you can see, it's double-sided paper. Then I'm just going to layer that up just like that. Okay. Gonna put this on here. Just like that. All right, so now we need to go ahead and color our piggy stamp. So I am going to use pink pirouette and my aqua painter to go ahead and do that. All right, so I have my pink pirouette, and our inks are great. So you open them up and you have our ink pad, okay, and then we have this well down here. If you take your ink pad, and I've done this in other videos, and you squeeze it, you're going to get some ink up in the top there, okay? And that's what we're going to use to paint our piggies with. So let's go ahead, move these piggies over. All right, we'll take our aqua painter and we'll get our ink in there nice and pink, okay? And I'm just going to start with my ears. If you don't use it too wet, it's okay to use on our Whisper White cardstock. It doesn't make my cardstock curl. Initially, it will have a little bit of a wave to it until it dries, but because I didn't make my pink pirouette super wet before starting, my paper is really, you can see it's not really curling, but I am getting ink to spread. So that's my pink pirouette. And so you can see it's not too wet. It's really not warping my paper, which is good. I'm just gonna take a little bit and get the tail here. All right. Very little bit, so that's my pink pirouette. Then I took my colored pencils. There are watercolor pencils. And they come in this box. And they come Real Red, Calypso Coral, Pumpkin Pie, Daffodil Delight, Old Olive, Bermuda Bay, Pacific Point, Rich Raspberry, Melon Mambo, Early Espresso, Basic Gray, Basic Black, and White. Okay, so I am going to pull out the Old Olive. Okay, and I am just going to layer some, and I've done this before in other videos and I'm a little messy about it. I'm just going to put some in there. Okay, and then I'm going to get my basic black and do his little feet. Now, the basic black little feet, I am not going to watercolor, but I am going to watercolor the old olive, so give me just a second. And then I'm going to grab the Melon Mambo and just do the little tongue of my piggy. There we go. Okay. All right, so same aqua painter. All right, I'm just gonna wipe it off on my hand to make sure that the pink is gone. Make sure it's wet. And I am going to just put some water on this old olive down here. See how nice? It's just spreading it out. That's all it's doing. Isn't that nice? And if I wanted to spread out the feet, I could. But there you go. So there we go. We have a medallion all ready to put on our cards. Let's go ahead and close up our pink pirouette because I'm going to finish those other piggies later. All right, let's close up our pink pirouette and let's get, there they are. Let's get one of our squares. Okay, I'm going to get my snail back out to put my piggy on. And since I didn't use that much ink, I'm sorry, I didn't use that much ink and my aqua painter wasn't too wet, so it's nice and dry. So there's my little piggy. He's all ready to go. So next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put him on here and I'm going to pop him up because I love dimension and I'm a dimensional junkie. So these are our regular dimensionals. I'm going to use 4 of those. In our new catalog, we have these cute little mini dimensionals, which are great when you're doing tiny things because you usually cut your dimensionals in half. To do that, well, you don't have to do that with our mini dimensional. So I'm going to go ahead and pop this up. 1, 2, 3, come on, 4. Yeah, let me put one in the middle. And 5. All right, go and pull those off. Alrighty, put our little piggy on right here. Perfect, and we have another one. This little piggy says thanks. Aren't those cute? So again, I will have all the products linked on my blog. You can shop on my page 24/7 at randycollins.stampinup.net. If you have any questions and you would like to email me, you can email me at randycollins.247@gmail.com. I'll be happy to answer any questions. If you place an order on my website, any size order, I will send you our new catalog that just came out. If you don't have one, I'll go ahead and send it to you. I know I like to have a paper catalog to thumb through and dog-ear the pages and put my sticky notes on so that I know, you know, what it is that I have to have now, what I can wait a little bit for, things like that. If you would like to join my team, you can join my team as a hobby demonstrator and just get the discount, which is a great way to do it. Or you can join my team if you'd actually like to think of this as a business. Again, contact me. So, thanks for watching. I'm Randy from Randy's Crafty Creations, and have a great day.